Egg dumpling recipe. Check out these 4 recipes. 1. Egg skin dumplings. Ingredients: 5 eggs, oil, salt, optional fish stock or chicken stock, 1 pound pork. Instructions: beat 5 eggs in a bowl and add a pinch salt. If you have fish stock or chicken stock, you can add them in too. Heat up the iron ladle first and then coat it with oil. You can use paper towels to coat oil. Add 2 tablespoons of beaten eggs into the ladle. Slowly rotate the ladle so that the egg can move evenly around the spoon. In this way, a round-shaped dumpling skin is made. Before the egg is fully cooked, add fillings on top of it. Slowly lift up the edge of the egg skin and fold it over. In this way, a dumpling is made inside the spoon. As the egg is fully cooked, the folded edges will stick together. Then remove the dumpling from ladle. Coat the ladle with oil and repeat above. 2. Chinese dumplings, pot stickers recipe. Prep time 35 minutes. Cook time 15 minutes. Total time 50 minutes. Ingredients: pork filling, 1 pound lean ground pork, 4 large Napa cabbage leaves minced, 6 stalks green onions minced, 7 shiitake mushrooms minced, if dried, rehydrated and rinsed carefully, half a cup bok choy minced, half a cup bamboo shoots minced, 2 garlic cloves minced, 3 tablespoons minced fresh ginger, 3 tablespoons soy sauce, 2 tablespoons cornstarch, 1 tablespoon sesame oil, 2 teaspoons sriracha, optional. Non-traditional, but I like the flavor it adds. Dumplings: 36 wonton wrappers, 2 tablespoons vegetable oil, water as needed, soy sauce for serving, green onions, optional garnish, 1 pot sticker sauce, 4 tablespoons low-sodium soy sauce, 1½ tablespoons rice vinegar, 1½ tablespoons rice wine, 1 teaspoon chili oil or chili sauce or paste to taste, optional. Instructions: pork filling. 1. In a large bowl, combine all pork filling ingredients until well combined. Form dumplings. 1. You will need a clean workspace, wonton wrappers, prepared pork filling, a small bowl of water, and chopsticks. 2. Begin by filling the wonton wrapper with about a tablespoon's worth of pork filling. Wet your finger and run along the edges of the wonton wrapper. This will help to seal it closed. 3. If your wrapper is round, fold the wrapper over the filling to create a half-moon shape, pinching the edges to seal. If your wrapper is square, scroll up to view the step-by-step images of how I fold my dumplings into a little purse dumpling. 4. Once you have filled the dumplings, you can freeze them or eat them fresh. Freeze dumplings. 1. Place the dumplings in a single layer on a cookie sheet and freeze for about 30 minutes. 2. Then place in a Ziploc baggie where they can be frozen for up to 3 months. Pan fry. 1. Heat a large skillet over medium-high heat. Add 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil to the skillet and place dumplings in an even layer. Fry for a few minutes until bottoms are golden. 2. Add 1/3 cup of water and cover with a tight-fitting lid. Cook until the water has boiled away and then uncover and reduce heat to medium or medium-low. 3. Let the dumplings cook for another 2 minutes, then remove from heat and serve with soy sauce and thinly sliced green onions. Steam. 1. Place dumplings in a steamer basket on a single layer of cabbage leaves or a piece of parchment paper and steam for about 8 minutes. Pot sticker sauce. 1. Whisk together all your ingredients and serve in a shallow bowl to dip your pot stickers in. You can make this ahead and store it in the fridge for up to a week. 3. Baked apple pie dumplings. Ingredients: 2 golden delicious apples, 3 tablespoons granulated white sugar, half a teaspoon cinnamon, 3 tablespoons unsalted butter softened, half a teaspoon cornstarch, 2 sheets puff pastry, 1 egg white beaten. Cider sauce: 1 cup apple cider, 1 cup water, 1 cup sugar, half a teaspoon cinnamon, 2 tablespoons butter, 1 tablespoon lemon juice, half a lemon. Preparation: 1. Preheat oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit or 200 degrees Celsius. 2. Peel apples completely, removing all skin and stems. Halve apples across the middle, creating both a top and bottom piece. Using a melon baller, remove the core, being careful not to go completely through the bottom. Once the core is removed, continue using the melon baller to carve out the interior of the apple, keeping the small pieces of apple separate. 3. In a small bowl, combine the carved out apple pieces with the white sugar, cinnamon, cornstarch, and softened butter. Mix until apple pieces are evenly coated. 4. Lay puff pastry out on a lightly floured surface. With a rolling pin, spread pastry out to make a sheet measuring roughly 9 by 14 inches. Using a round top of a saucepan, ideally 6 to 7 inches in diameter, cut 2 circles of pastry out of each sheet and set them aside. 5. Spoon filling into the hollowed out core of the apples and place each filled apple in the middle of a round piece of pastry. Apply a light wash of egg white to the rim of the pastry and fold toward the center over the apple, crimping the pastry as the edges meet. Continue until all the edges have been brought together. Use your hands to keep shape of the dumpling. Once shaped, brush more egg white over the top of each dumpling. Lastly, using a small paring knife, cut a small vent into the top of each dumpling. 6. Bake for 18 to 22 minutes in a preheated oven or until pastry is golden brown and filling is bubbling. 4. Apple dumplings. Ingredients: 1 teaspoon butter or as needed. For the sauce: 1½ cups packed light brown sugar, 3 tablespoons butter, 1 cup cold water, 3 tablespoons white sugar, 1 teaspoon ground cinnamon, 4 small Honeycrisp apples, 1 recipe prepared pie crust dough, 4 teaspoons butter. Directions: preheat the oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit or 190 degrees Celsius. Butter a baking dish. Combine brown sugar, 3 tablespoons butter, and water in a small pot over medium-high heat. Bring to a boil, stirring occasionally, and boil until all sugar is dissolved. Turn off heat and swirl pot gently to combine. Reserve sauce until needed. Stir sugar and cinnamon together in a small bowl. Core the unpeeled apples. Divide pie dough into 4 portions. Roll out on a lightly floured surface into 4 circles about 1/8 inch thick and 7 inches in diameter, or large enough to fully wrap an apple. Place apples in the center of each round of dough. Spoon about 3 teaspoons of cinnamon sugar into the apple cores. Fill each hole with a teaspoon of butter. Wrap each apple up in pie dough, sealing the dough together at the top. Be careful not to pull and stretch it too tightly around the apple as you wrap, or it might break apart when it bakes. Brush lightly with water if dough won't stick together. Even out the top and trim off any excess. Shape into decorated leaves if desired. Place wrapped apples seam side up into the buttered baking dish. Ladle some sauce over each to cover completely. Bake in the preheated oven, basting with sauce occasionally until pastry is browned and cooked through and apples are tender, 50 to 60 minutes. Remove from the oven and baste with more sauce. Serve warm.